you're not even listening to me.
I'm listening, and I'm telling you that people are willing to bend over backwards to help Haley.
I am not talking about Haley now, I'm talking about you.
Me? Well, you're obviously upset with me because I'm trying to expedite the situation in the best interest of the family.
Listen to yourself. Expedite the situation. Cece, Haley was raped. A brutal, ugly crime was committed against her, and she's still suffering from it. Now, that is a reality, and it's a reality that you don't want to look at, and obviously you don't want anyone else to know about.
Why should they? Why should we air our dirty laundry in public?
You call something like this dirty laundry? Cece, what are we hiding?
Cantwell's not hiding from anything and never will.
All right. Then in that case, what is so wrong if the rest of the world knows that we are subject to problems like everybody else?
Because they're all trying to find our vulnerabilities. Don't you understand that?
If you're trying to build some Cantwell bunker around here, I don't want any part of it.
Oh, Sophia!
Don't go. Oh, hi, darling. How are you?
Mr. Cantwell, I understand that you are upset with me seeking outside help.
I happen to fail to see the necessity in it, that's all, but you, of course, are free to do what you want to do.
Well, you are my father-in-law, and I respect you. My husband loves you. I would like your support.
Ted, I'm desperate.
What's up?
Well, Mom and Daddy are arguing about something, and now they're not going to go to the fake luncheon that I've set up. If we don't change their minds, this whole surprise wedding is going to be...
I am the wrong person to come to, though. The whole argument is because of Haley and me. I mean, Dad's on my side, and Mom's... Well, she's siding with Haley right now.
Well, why do there have to be any sides? Just get it together and tell Mom and Dad to butt out. Don't you want them to get married?
Well, maybe it's not such a good idea if they're upset with each other.
Ted, when Reverend Sutter begins with the wedding service, any disagreement they have is going to be over so quickly.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. This wedding is going to go on whether they're speaking to each other or not. Nothing and no one is going to get in the way.
3 days on the job, and you don't show up to work. It's a great way to impress your boss, you know.
Be careful, Keith. You don't want to do anything to disturb my little friend here.
Is that the reason you left me stranded? You decided to join some Friends of Animals Society?
No, I knew you could do without me. I wouldn't do anything to risk my position with you.
Uh-huh. Right, yeah. Unless something else came up, say like some idea to ruin Sophia and Cece's wedding, then you'd ignore the job, wouldn't you?
I'll make it up to you.
That is it, isn't it? You actually did that. You're ignoring everything I said to you, and you're going to dive headfirst into some crackpot idea. It's never going to work. That's it, isn't it?
The die is cast, Keith. There's nothing you or anybody else can say to stop me.
Darling, this is not Custer's last stand, you know. You wouldn't. You would.
Jeffrey, no.
You killed my mother, Mason.
She was my mother, too.
You knew she was sick and she needed help. You just let her die, didn't you?
She abandoned us long before we abandoned her.
Oh, no. No, I never did. Never.
She was an alcoholic slut, and she didn't deserve to live.
Jeffrey, wake up. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. It was just a dream.
You were dreaming about Mason, weren't you?
Yeah, I really don't remember. You know what those dreams are like?
Yes, I do. They're very vivid.
Hey, look, I just told you I don't remember.
Jeffrey, you don't want to tell me what your dream was because you were dreaming about Mason. You called out his name.
Yeah, I don't see that my dreams are any of your business.
Yes, they are when they concern my brother. And obviously you've been harboring this deep animosity toward him.
What are you doing here, anyway?
Jeffrey, you promised me you wouldn't hurt him. Are you going back on that now?
No, I'm not. Now, Kelly, I've got work to do here.
Right. I could tell how busy you were when I walked in. What is this, these little tank trips to Fantasyland? Is that part of your new job?
It was my lunch break. And if you've come here to harass me, you can consider your mission accomplished.
I came to give you this. The music to play at the wedding today.
Well, thank you. Now, I really do have a lot to get done if I'm going to make this ceremony.
You've got it in your head that Mason did something to you, don't you? I mean, Jeffrey, I don't know how Mason could have hurt you when he never knew you existed. He still, to this day, doesn't know you're his half-brother. What happened? Did he hurt Pamela? Did he reject you in some way? Or what, is this whole vendetta thing about money?
Can't you just get it through your head? I'm not going to talk to you about this.
You expect me to just walk away?
Yeah, if we're going to make it through this day, that certainly would be the right approach for you to take.
Listen, Mason is my brother, and I love him. And I care about you. And I do know the reason you came back to Santa Barbara is because of Mason. I'm not going to walk away from that.
All right, then maybe it's just best if I skip this afternoon.
No. We are counting on you to play at the wedding.
Well, I must just stand around with Mason and your family while I pretend to be the happy hired piano player, huh? Well, you can forget it.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe I will forget. I don't know why you said yes in the first place.
Neither do I. Couldn't interest me less.
Oh, well, I'm so glad we settled that little thing. Have fun with your work.
Mason, I have got a terrific idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the wedding reception today would be a perfect time to announce my pregnancy.
How did you arrive at that conclusion?
Well, the entire family is going to be assembled, and I assumed that you would make one of your eloquent speeches, and then you could just fit it right in.
I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Oh, why not? It's the perfect time.
No, I just don't think the timing's right.
You know, I don't understand why you always want to delay this. It's almost as if you would prefer that we went off someplace and I had the baby without anybody knowing it.
You know that's not true.
Well, then what is it? Are you ashamed?
Victoria.
No, come on. I really think that I deserve an explanation.
I'm not delaying, but I know my family. You have to trust me. I know when it's the right time for something and when it isn't. And the wedding is not the proper place to announce that you're pregnant.
All right. But if we don't tell people pretty soon, there's going to be no reason for an announcement because they're going to know. And if you want people to think that you are the father of the child, we'd better tell them soon before I start wearing maternity clothes.
We will, Victoria, but not today. Dad and Sophia are getting married. I don't think it would be appropriate for us to steal their limelight with news of our own.
Because they'd know it was a charade anyway.
I have a meeting with the executive director of the law firm before the wedding.
I'm sorry, really. Listen, I didn't mean to pressure you. I guess I'm going through all those mood changes that pregnant ladies go through. I'm sorry.
I know. I just want you to worry about nothing but taking care of yourself and the baby. I'll meet you at the wedding.
Okay. Bye.
We may have different opinions about how things should be handled, but your well-being is our major concern.
Yes, I'm sure it is. But see, I have to do what I feel is best, and I think seeing the counselor may be my answer.
Ted wants to help you, Heavy. He is your husband. All he wants to do is understand what you are going
I know he
through.
wants to understand, and he's trying very hard, but it's not working. He has so much he has to deal with. I can't expect help from him.
You have to give him time.
I can't wait. I need help now. Now, I wish you both would stop bickering about me, because I will be fine without tarnishing the Capwell name.
That shouldn't even enter into it.
Right, well, I'll be all right.
Girl evidently doesn't need to be counseled. She seems to be handling this quite well on her own.
Excuse me, but have we been standing in the same room?
You heard her. She's exuding confidence, isn't she?
She sounded to me like a kid who was scared to death and didn't know where to turn.
I think you're dramatizing this all out of proportion.
If you talk about her like she fell off her bicycle or she's having a problem at school, she was raped.
I know she was raped. Don't you think I know that?
Well, you certainly don't act like you know what it means. Because you continue going around and congratulating everyone about how well they're handling themselves. Well, I, for one, don't have the gift or the patience to ignore what is right in front of my face.
I'm sure it's gonna rain.
Well, listen to the forecast. There's an 80% chance.
80% chance of ruining everything.
Wait a minute, it doesn't have to be.
Well, what are we gonna do if it rains?
Why don't we just put up a tent?
A tent?
Oh, come on, they'd be bound to do something like that.
Well, if you get them out of the house for a while, we can put up a tent in no time.
Yeah, well, that's getting really difficult right now, but if my dear brother and I can arrange it, why not?
Oh, now, wait a minute here. We're talking about this afternoon. How the heck you can get something like that?
Well, I got a couple of buddies of mine that might be able to help us out.
Who?
Old friends from the days of the circus. Omar Tent Company. I'll just give them a call, set everything up. Yeah, I'll set them up, and they're pros. They'll do a great job.
That's wonderful. I appreciate that. You know, you and I should be getting home. I'll see you at the wedding.
All right, now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Ernest, who's more stubborn, Mom or Dad?
What do you mean? who's more
Just
stubborn?
answer the question.
Well, it's a dumb question.
Well, I can never ask you. Well, you told me what you
Ah, Gina, what a surprise.
Well, I was hungry. I thought I'd get a bite to eat, but I think I've changed my mind.
You were actually just listening in on our conversation.
Who? I don't know what you're talking about.
Gina, I'm well aware of the fact that you know about Sophia and Cece's wedding surprise this afternoon.
What, that joke? Who would care about the two of them getting married?
You care. I just hope you're not stupid enough to try anything to stop it.
I didn't realize you had inherited your mother's knack for being obnoxious. I wouldn't dare try to interrupt that social snore of the season.
Good. Because I don't want you there.
Don't worry about it. Are you kidding? I mean, from today on, they can bore each other silly. That is, when they're not tearing at each other's throats. Till death do them part.
Dad, can I talk to you for a minute?
What is this?
Well, I know you and Mom have been arguing, and I kind of feel responsible.
Oh, that's nonsense.
No. I know it has to do with Haley and me, and I don't like the idea of my problems kind of getting in the way of you and Mom.
That's not the case. There's nothing for you to worry about.
Well, I am worried. And, you know, it's kind of also messing up Eden.
Eden?
Yeah. Well, see, she was really looking forward to you going to this, I don't know, luncheon today she was talking about, and it's all because of my problems with Haley, and I feel bad about this.
I'm just not in the mood to go to a luncheon, that's all.
Dad, no, commitment. You said you gotta keep your word about commitment, especially family commitment, and you did promise Eden, didn't you?
I know what I told her.
Dad, if you don't want to go with Mom, go by yourself, huh?
If you don't want to come with Daddy, just the two of us can go.
Oh, come on, honey, I don't know.
Mama, it would mean a lot to me.
Darling, my head wouldn't be into it.
Look, I wouldn't push you if it wasn't this important, but I really do need you for that fashion show, please.
Why does it matter whether I go or not?
Well, it's important to Eden. And Dad, I don't want to be responsible for you letting her down either.
What? I'm letting Eden down for her inviting me to a luncheon that she invited me to at the last minute? I'll send them a check.
Oh, Dad, now, come on. If you don't even care about your own daughter's
All
feelings...
right. With the guilt trip, if it helps Eden get you off my back, I'll go.
You'll go.
I'll go.
You'll go.
All right, I'll go if that's important to you.
Oh, thanks, Mama.
You're welcome.
You know how much this means to me.
Yeah, well, I'll be glad when the whole thing is over, I'll tell you that. I guess I better go change. Thanks.
Where do you want the chairs for the wedding? Oh, right. Sorry about that.
Look, just put the chairs behind the garden wall and make sure you stay clear of the main house.
Yes, miss.
Thanks.
Mission accomplished.
All right, I knew you could do it.
I'll tell you, it was not a piece of cake. I just talked to Mom. She said you got her to go. Oh, man, I hope this thing works. Only problem is What if one of them finds out that the other one is going?
Ted, when Jeffrey starts playing the wedding march, they're going to cool down and everything's going to be fine.
Don't you ever knock?
Those overalls are kind of kicking. Any particular reason you're wearing them?
I enrolled in plumbing school.
You know, I know strictly speaking, it's none of my business, but when I got to the office, I just couldn't help thinking about you here, cooking up some harebrained scheme to ruin CeCe's wedding. I just had to come back, you know.
I knew you would. You hate CeCe as much as I do. But you can't get in on this one, Keith. I'm going solo.
Listen, I'm talking to you as a friend, okay?
Oh, please, gag me with a spoon.
I'm trying. I got some advice. I wish you'd take it. Listen, would you? You're gonna make an enormous mistake trying to ruin this wedding.
What are you trying to tell me? That it's the love match of the century? The mad dog millionaire and the B-movie actress? Please, I don't want to hear it.
Listen, I realize. Would you please listen to me? You got a chance at a fresh start here. It took a lot of guts to get back that tape. And you said you wanted to do it to start over, right?
I did. I got a new job, didn't I? All I want to do is bring out the old and ring in the new. To do that, I've got to throw a little mud in their faces. God knows I've wallowed in it long enough.
What's the point?
The point? They think they've broken me. I just want them to know I still have spirit.
Who cares?
They do. You don't get it, do you, Keith? I have to do this. Don't you understand? I have a reputation to uphold. The Capwells would be terribly disappointed if I didn't do my best to ruin their happy moment.
You know, that is exactly the kind of reasoning CeCe would use.
Thank you.
You know, this plan, I'm sure is foolproof like all your other plans, but this, hypothetically speaking, what would happen if it didn't work?
I never think hypothetically.
You know, I know that, you ninny. All the other plans have blown up in your face.
They haven't.
What about your plan to marry me?
Well, that one didn't work.
Shall I list the other 97 other disastrous plans you made?
Keith, I have a wedding to get to. Why don't you get to the point?
Oh, this is going to be humiliating. You're going to be hurt. I don't want to see that. You said that this is exactly what the Capwells expect. I think you're right. So show them. Show them they're wrong. Show them you changed. Show them you're another kind of person. Come on, you got a respectable job. I'm speaking to you as a friend. I'm speaking to you as your boss. Do it. Stay away from there, please. It's your decision. Make the right one, okay?
I never thought I'd say this, but listen to Keith. He's right this time. He's a bozo. Always was and always will be. You can't pass up this chance to start over your life fresh. You've got an opportunity to trash those Capwell creeps. Come on, it's exactly what they deserve. Gina, you're a better person than that. You can both clam up. I've already made up my mind.
Okay, let's put some of those bushes on top, just in case. All right, I'll be right back. Hey, everything's on schedule.
Good.
Yeah, except for Brandon. Poor guy, he's got the sniffles, huh? Yeah. Look, I was kind of hoping that maybe we could put our problems behind us for the wedding, you know. I think my parents would kind of appreciate it. Be happy to see the two of us together.
Golly gee, sure, we can pretend we're happy. What about the rest of our lives?
Well, we can think about it when it gets here.
Yeah, well, I've been doing that ever since I was raped, Ted. I can't think about tomorrow or the next day because I don't even know if I'm ever gonna get through the hour.
Haley, you're gonna be all right.
Thanks. I went to see the counselor today.
Yeah, I know.
Aren't you even gonna ask how it went?
Well, it's private, isn't it? I mean, that's the whole point. Figured you'd talk about it if you wanted to.
And I take it you still think that we can deal with this on our own?
That's what I said, yes.
Now, well, don't be like your father. Don't stick your head in the sand, Ted. This is tearing us apart, and I don't know how to stop it. Okay, maybe there's just no hope for us anymore, is there?
I don't want you to say that. This is just gonna take some time.
If I give it any more time, I don't know if there's gonna be anything worth saving, Ted.
Haley.
Do me a favor, will you grab the right guy wire?
Right, what?
The guy wire. I thought you knew everything about pitching these things.
No, not at all. But I'm a real fast learner.
Mason, wait.
Well, it looks like everything's going according to plan.
Oh, I'm gonna go see if I can help Eden with the flowers.
Great.
Excuse me, okay?
Okay.
Coming in?
Yes. Isn't this fun, Mason?
Oh, yeah, regular laugh riot. I hope you don't have any nuptials planned in the near future between Ted and Haley and Victoria and me and Dad and Gina, Dad and Sophia. Picked enough rice off my clothes to start up a Chinese restaurant.
Yes, and I don't think Cruz and Eden will be waiting much longer.
Oh, you're probably right, but they'll do something trendy, like read Persian love poems to each other, as long as I don't have to listen to that ceremony again.
Mason, do you remember the first time Mom and Dad got married?
Yeah. I was only a little boy, but it's still very vivid.
It was upsetting for you, wasn't it?
Well, I can remember hating the fact that I'd have to dress up and pretend I was happy.
Why, because of Pamela?
I suppose. I know I missed her more that day than any other day before or since.
Well, Daddy must have tried to make you understand what was going on.
Oh, yeah, he tried, but how do you make a 5-year-old understand that he's deserted your mother and is marrying somebody else a few weeks later? No matter how much he had to say about how wonderful life was going to be, it wasn't what you'd call a red-letter day for young Mason Capwell.
Why did Pamela stay away, you think? I mean, I know you rarely saw her and you only heard from her on your birthday.
I was under the impression that Dad had banished her from the kingdom.
You sure it was Dad?
Why are you asking me all these questions at this particular moment?
Just curious.
Aren't these beautiful?
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to leave them out here until the tent's up, though, just in case it rains.
Well, isn't there a gardener shed over there?
Oh, that's a great idea. We can put him there.
I can't believe you put this whole thing together by
It
yourself.
was your idea, but if it
fails, this is going to take the blame.
Well, aren't they buddy-buddy? Not a couple of phonies. So, we all set?
Yeah. But we can't hoist it till the bride and groom are gone. Boy, you know these people are something, spending all this money, going to all this trouble for a little surprise.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Rich people turn my stomach.
Yeah, well, I guess it's their money, huh?
What's this rope for?
Oh, that's the main support line. After we hoist the tent up, we're gonna tie it off over there out of the way.
You mean this great big tent is held up by one rope?
You got it. That rope breaks, the tent comes collapsing down on the entire wedding party.
Oh, that would be terrible. It would probably ruin the whole thing.
Well, it never happened before, and it won't happen today, believe me.
Hey, Kelly. Hi, I was wondering where you were, if you were going to show up.
Well, I hate to bring you the bad news, but I just went to the university and found out that Jeffrey will not...
Why are you all dressed up?
Why are you wearing a tux? You said you weren't going to the luncheon.
You said the same thing.
Well, Eden asked me, begged me as a special favor to her, but...
Ted asked me to do it as a favor to Eden.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You both look fabulous.
And I think you set this up, didn't you?
You son of a gun. You convinced Ted to get me to go, and then you twist your mother's arm, hmm?
What difference does it make? You both look wonderful. You look very handsome. There's a limousine waiting outside, and you have a luncheon to go to. And how could you have picked a more beautiful date, Daddy?
I never said she wasn't beautiful.
Mama?
I could never refuse your father anything when he was wearing his tux.
Well, then I think it's settled. I will meet you two at the luncheon later.
She inherited your pushiness.
Yeah, well, she's stubborn. I wonder where she got that.
You know, there's a big difference between being stubborn and doing what you think is right.
Oh, please.
They're gone, finally. The chauffeur has instructions. In about 15 minutes, the slow leak in the tire is going to go flat. He'll change the tire, come back here. We should have everything set up in the gazebo by there.
Is there anything you've forgotten, Eden?
I'm sure. I just haven't thought of it yet.
Oh, I can hardly wait to see their faces when the minister shows up.
The minister?
You forgot the minister?
No, he came in the back way. Daddy was coming through the kitchen. I didn't say anything to him. I just shoved him in the pantry and locked the door. He's gonna think I'm out of my
Well,
mind.
he wouldn't be half wrong, would
Oh,
he?
stop it. You go speak to the minister, and we'll take care of things out back, okay?
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Nice of you to help out so much. I'm very impressed.
Well, you said it's my family, too. I'm trying to do my share.
They just left. Let's
Great.
get started, all right?
Thanks for coming, guys. Let's go.
All right, we got
Cheers.
cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, well, I figured it was the least I could do. You know, for Sophia. She's been very kind to me.
And you have saved her life, not to mention what you've done for her daughter.
I don't think anyone should have a wedding without music. Besides, I did promise Eden that I'd play.
I guess I was sort of hoping maybe you came here because of me. I should have known.
Excuse me, Miss Capwell, you
Yeah.
haven't seen my assistant, have you? She's got on a set of overalls just like mine.
No, I haven't seen her. Sorry.
I don't know where she could have worn it off to.
No idea.
What does she look like?
Oh, she's blonde. She's pretty. She's about this high. She just started today. She said she wanted to learn everything there was to know. Yeah, she even offered to work the first day free.
Really?
Yeah. She's got to be around here somewhere.
You can stop right there, Keith, unless you have legal business on the grounds.
Oh, well, you know me. I can smell a party a mile away. What festivities exactly do you have planned?
I fail to see how that would concern you. I know the guards have specific orders where you're concerned.
Well, you know me. I like coming in the back way.
Yeah, I'll have to do something about that.
Sure, have old CC have his guards shoot on sight.
That's not a bad idea. I was thinking more in terms of landmines.
Yeah, Keith, why don't I just escort you to your car?
Why, thank you, Brick. I know Mr. Timmons will appreciate the assistance.
I suppose Gina told you about the wedding, huh, Keith?
Yeah, I wanted to get her before things started rolling. I was afraid she might have some nefarious plan, you see, but I guess she decided not to.
Well, good. Then you'd like to leave then, right?
Yeah, no way I could stomach this little ceremony.
Right this way, sir. Over here.
Peter, what the devil is this?
What is going on, Peter? We were supposed to come back here and switch cars. What is all this?
You... What are you doing?
We knew if you waited for everything wrong to be made right, that we'd wait forever. And we know how much you love each other and how wrong it was for you to be apart. So we want you to get married.
Married?
What? Married now, today. That's the surprise.
Surprise wedding?
Yes, if you two want to talk it over, that's fine. But you have to know that we also have a reception planned at the Orient Express. And if you don't turn up, you'll break our hearts.
That's true.
I don't believe it.
Well, the place is beautiful.
So is Mama.
Certainly is. Sophia?
Well, I wouldn't want to disappoint anyone.
Will you marry me today, darling?
Yes.
Go on. Come on, let's start this. Let's get it going.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's beautiful.
We're over here, Dad. I know I may not be your best man. You'll have to settle for so-so.
You may not believe this, Mason. I'm touched.
But now, what about my address? I can't. Oh, I guess I can wear this, can't I?
Well, we picked it out special for
Oh,
you.
and it's beautiful.
Just like a bride.
Oh, honey. Oh, thank you. I love you all.
This is it, Sylvester. Don't blow it.
We are gathered here today under slightly unusual circumstances. But they are circumstances I'm happy to be a part of. Two people who are obviously very much in love, surrounded by people who love them deeply enough to want to see them joined in matrimony. This space is indeed filled with love. Mr. Capwell, will you take this woman to be your wedded wife? To love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and health, and forsake all others for as long as you both shall live?
Absolutely.
And Ms. Armonti, will you take this man to be your wedded husband? To love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and health, and forsake all others for as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Mr. Capwell, please repeat after me. I, Channing Creighton Capwell, take thee, Sophia Armonti, to be my wedded wife, to have and to hold, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death to us part.
I, Channing Creighton Capwell, take thee, Sophia Armonti, to be my wedded wife, to have and to hold, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death us to part.
And now you, Ms. Armonti.
Sylvester, I want you to go out there and have a good time. Don't hold back, especially when it comes to the bride. And just to make sure that nobody gets out of your range, I'm gonna pull the rope down.
Oh, no, you don't. Let's go. Come on. I just stopped you from making an idiot of yourself.
Let go of me. Leave me alone.
Ow! Ow!
Love and cherish. Till death do us part.
Tina.
Look, it wasn't my fault. He was chasing me.
What? Who?
Gina! Oh! All right, go ahead and laugh, but you're sick. All of you. All of you Capwells are sick!
I'm sorry about that. She wanted to cut the rope and drop the tent on your heads.
Oh, Rick, thank you for stopping me.
Well, that wasn't all. Has anybody seen a skunk around here?
A skunk?
Sylvester, no. No, stop. Please stop.
okay?
Yeah, great. It's a wonderful day for the family.
Haley, you can't let what Gina did bother you.
Right.
No, I mean that. Now, she's not a part of your life. You can't feel like you gotta take her on.
Like I take everything else on? Is that what you mean? Why is feeling something such a crime around here? I'm embarrassed, all right? I just saw my aunt get laughed at by everyone.
Not by me.
No, not by you.
Gina just kind of does this. It's a part of who she is. Now, I don't think there's one person there that was surprised.
Well, that includes me. Look, I don't know why she keeps doing this to herself. She's just so full of hatred and vengeance.
Would you be shocked if I told you that I understand?
Yeah,
She is desperate. This woman just needs to lash out at somebody.
There's no justification for what Gina did. She has lost control, Ted. I don't know. Maybe we all lose control at one time.
I lost control of you.
Well, I know you're just trying to make me feel better.
I want you to know about today. My whole family is not going to take what Gina did. They're not going to hold that against you.
Oh, I see.
No, wait a second. I don't mean that how it sounds.
Forget it.
Look, can we just go to the service? All right, they're going on with it.
I don't know.
Listen to me. I understand you are embarrassed.
It is more than that. It's what's been going on today. It's what's been going on ever since it happened.
What do you mean?
Oh, forget it. Forget it. It doesn't matter.
No, wait a minute. Look, come here. Obviously, something is bothering you here.
Well, if something's bothering me, it obviously isn't very important. I am going to go see Gina. I think she needs me more than I need it here.
Damn it. Now, you come here. Now, you listen to me. I want you to talk to me. Tell me how you feel. If you just keep running away from me, how am I... Oh, it's not... Okay, obviously, something is bothering you more than Gina. Now, you seem like you are happy today.
Ted, I am playing a role. I'm pretending like I'm somebody else.
Well, I don't.
Look at my face. Look at my bruises. You know, every time your family looks in my face, they're constantly reminded of what happened. And all I can hear is pity and helplessness in their voice, and I hear it in your voice as well.
The bruises will heal.
But they haven't. And they're there for everyone to gawk at. Do you know that I spent a whole hour in front of the mirror today trying to cover up, but I looked worse with makeup? Sharon said not to feel ashamed, and I don't. I just hate being ugly.
Honey, you are not ugly. Nobody's staring at you.
Yes, they are.
Nothing that happened, Haley, is going to be permanent.
Maybe not the bruises.
I mean, none of it is.
I wish I could believe that.
I want to believe that, too. So we just got to try.
You just don't understand, do you? Really don't. This has hurt both of us. It is tearing us apart. I don't know what or how things are going to go. I just know we're not going to be the same.
Please. Stay here, okay? I don't know what is going on either, but I feel like I need you here with me. Please.
Is that important to you?
Yes, it is.
I knew it was too good to be true. Oh, come on, Mama. It's only a minor delay. When Daddy gets back, we'll run the vows all over again.
Honey, there is not going to be a wedding until Gina is outside the city limits.
Ellie, why were you asking me those questions about my mother earlier?
No reason.
That's the same answer you gave me the other day.
Mason, I told you it was just curiosity.
Well, I'm curious about your curiosity.
You know, your wife looks pretty lonely over there.
You promised me you wouldn't say anything to Mason about my mother.
I didn't. He's the one who brought Pamela up. I was just making conversation.
You were obviously questioning him enough to make him suspicious. You know, I put my life on the line for you, and at the very least you can do is keep a promise. That you are to stay out of this. You understand me?
Yes.
All right, all right. We will get this wedding started. We will take it from the top, and we will do it right.
Daddy, what about Gina?
We will not worry about Gina.
Wait a minute. What's going on?
You're going on a little trip. Compliments of Mr. Capwell. Phew, what is that smell?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not going anywhere. And if you don't tell me where you plan to take me, I'll start screaming bloody murder.
Mr. Capwell has arranged a nice little trip to the Galapagos Islands. You can ride on the giant turtles. If they can put up with the smell.
You can't do this to me.
You shouldn't have tried to ruin his wedding.
Wow, what's going on here?
Keith, Cece hired these two goons to take me out to some island, and I'll be marooned there, and they have man-eating turtles.
Have you changed perfumes?
Forget the smell, Keith. Keith, just do something. Arrest them.
Mr. Capwell doesn't want any trouble. He just wants to make sure that his honeymoon is safe.
Well, it sounds like a reasonable request to me. Be my guest, gentlemen.
Keith!
Darling, I warned you. You didn't listen to me. Now go outside and cool off and air out. You really do stink.
I will get you for this, Keith. Wait a minute. Wait, the tomato juice. At least let me take that. It's the only way that'll get out the smell.
Saying, Mr. Capwell, you take this woman to be your wedded wife. Love her, comfort her, honor and keep.
Can I help you?
Take all others.
I'm Dr. Nicholas. I'm here for the wedding. I see. Are you a friend of the Capwell family? What else would I be?
Capwell, please repeat after me. I, Channing Creighton Capwell, take thee, Sophia Armante,